XFM News on point.
Good afternoon. It's 2 p.m. with the news on XFM. I'm Chris Tim. The Masindi resident judge, Gadenya Paul Wolimbwa, has been involved in a motor accident along the Kampala-Masindi highway. Eyewitnesses told our reporter that Gadenya's official car, UG0781J, had a heavy head-on collision with a Fuso registration number UBH831, which abruptly entered the road in Bigando Trading Center. The judiciary spokesperson, Solomon Muita, has told XFM that they are in touch with the UPDF to have the victims airlifted from Masindi to Kampala.
He was going to his workplace in the morning when this accident happened. He is injured, and the driver and bodyguard are also injured, and given first aid at Kichara Medical Center in Masindi. We are expecting a chopper from the to airlift the victims from Masindi to hospital for medical. So we'll wait for a report from the medical people on their condition. We can't ascertain the extent of the injuries they have.
The former president of the Forum for Democratic Change, Dr. Kiza Besigye, has gone into self-isolation after meeting with a person who tested positive for COVID-19. The party's deputy spokesperson, John Chikonyogo, has confirmed the development, saying Dr. Besigye was advised by his doctor to stay away for a mandatory 14 days after attending a meeting where one of the members turned to be positive. Chikonyogo encourages the public to religiously follow the standard operating procedures because the pandemic is real and it kills.
I was in a meeting with some people where one of them turned out to be positive. As someone who has been championing this cause of observing SOPs and what have you, he has been on the forefront. And his doctor, he was advised to self-isolate himself for some period. Not because he's positive, but just because that's what he has even been preaching himself. So as FDC, we are telling the world, there are no worries. As we stand today, he's okay, but we are still telling Ugandans, please observe SOPs. All of us should be well enough to vote in the next elections. Wear masks as much as possible.
Ugandan truck drivers have tasked our government to beef up security in South Sudan, mainly along the Nimule-Juba highway. The call comes in after the emergence of insecurity that left two Ugandan truck drivers shot dead as they were moving cargo from Uganda to South Sudan's capital, Juba. Brian Kinene, the chairman of the Regional Lorry Drivers and Transporters Association, says drivers need to get a commitment from Uganda and the South Sudan government before they resume business.
I think that the two governments need to do something because the other time, Uganda had the forces there. We had the balances just for the security of the people who are going to South Sudan. Is it possible? It's possible. I'm saying it's possible. This is my appeal. UPDF can go back to South Sudan. For the good of the people's security. I think something must be done because people are losing lives every day.
In sports, the Uganda under-17 women's football team will be entering into residential camp today in preparation for the 2021 under-17 women's World Cup qualification game against Cameroon. The team will be residing at Crane's Paradise Hotel in Chisasi until the end of this month and later depart for Cameroon ahead of the first leg on the 31st of this month in the Cameroonian capital of Yaoundé. FUFA's Vice President Nachiwala Chiinji has asked the girls to perform well in both legs, that's of the ties, to be able to qualify for the finals in India.
Today we are celebrating the gift of women and their talent in terms of football and the achievements that have been accomplished to date and making them ready for the two forthcoming matches home and away, starting with Cameroon, so that they can be empowered to fight hard to accomplish the excellence in football in Africa on and off the pitch as per the motto of football in Uganda.
And that's the latest XFM News.
XFM News on point.